4.3 billion people live across this vast continent called Asia, and we are telling their stories. On this edition, taking a giant leap, meet an Indian gymnast who wowed the world by perfecting the so-called vault of death and made her way to the Olympics. Starting young, a girl in Beijing trains hard to become a ping pong star one day. And from the seas to the swimming pool, how a city in the Philippines is grooming children from a sea-dwelling tribe to become swimming champions.
I'm Wang Mengmang, and this is Assignment Asia. Welcome to the program. As the Olympics kicks off in Rio de Janeiro, we bring you stories about some young and promising talents in the world of sports. We start in India, which sent its first female gymnast to the Olympics after she seamlessly performed the Produnova vault. The stunt is so risky, it's often called the vault of death. Jyothy Karat met the 22-year-old artistic gymnast Dipa Karmakar as she prepared for this year's Summer Games.
It's considered the hardest and riskiest vault in women's artistic gymnastics. But on April 19, 2016, this young gymnast from India took the leap and performed the Produnova. 22-year-old Dipa Karmakar won gold, stunning a nation and becoming the first Indian female gymnast to qualify for the Olympics. Her story begins here in her hometown Agartala, the capital of Tripura in northeastern India.
मेरा दो बेटी होने के बाद मैंने हम लोग सोचा, दीपा का माँ और मैंने सोचा ये एक बेटी को स्पोर्ट्स में डाल दूंगा, क्योंकि देखिए स्पोर्ट्स के साथ हमारा रिलेशन अब पहले से है। जैसे कि मैं भी खुद स्पोर्ट्स में था, अभी भी नौकरी भी कर रहा हूँ स्पोर्ट्स में।
বাড়িতে দীপা চঞ্চল একটু দুষ্ট প্রকৃতির, সব সময় একটু হইচই করে বাড়িতে থাকলেই বাড়িতে থাকলে বাড়ি সবাই জানে ও বাড়িতে আছে, একটু চঞ্চল প্রকৃতির সে।
Deepa's father, a weightlifting coach, gave Deepa a start at gymnastics when she was just 5. He took her to one of the oldest clubs in the state.
वो बहुत हार्ड वर्कर था। उसी टाइम वो मेरे पास इतनी मेरे को ऐसा नहीं लगा कि वो बहुत टैलेंट है कुछ है, लेकिन धीरे धीरे वो जब बड़ा होने लगा, 8 साल हुआ था उसका, तो हमारे उधर एक नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न गेम्स हुआ करते हैं, उसी में बड़ा बड़ा जो लड़कियां हैं उनको लोगों के साथ कंपटीशन करके उसको बैलेंसिंग बीम में गोल्ड मेडल मिले थे। उसी टाइम मेरे को लगा कि ना इसी बच्चे में कुछ है, वो टैलेंट है।
At this point, Deepa's father and her coach decided she needed to be trained in a place with better facilities. Deepa would then go on to spend her childhood training at the indoor stadium at the Tripura Sports School, just like hundreds of other children from this state who aspire to be an international athlete someday.
दीपा जब आई 2001 में या 2000 में ऐसा कुछ है, तो मेरे को ऐसा नहीं लगता था कि वो जिम्नास्ट बनेगा। मेरे पास दूसरा सीनियर लड़की भी थे, तो कराते कराते मैंने उसको देखा, मैंने कहा चलो इसका इंटरेस्ट बहुत ज़्यादा था, तो बस ऐसे करते 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 यहाँ तक पहुँच गया। लेकिन उस टाइम तो ये समझ में नहीं आया, लेकिन उसके पास एक चैलेंज था, उसका गुस्सा था बहुत ज़्यादा, कुछ करने का, कुछ सीखने का। मेरे को बहुत ज़्यादा तंग करते थे, सर मुझे ये कराओ, मुझे वो कराओ, मैं सीनियर की तरह प्रैक्टिस कर सकता हूँ, मेरे पे दम है, सर आप और ज़्यादा ध्यान दो मेरे ऊपर। वो मेरे को बहुत ज़्यादा तंग करते थे। तो मैंने आहिस्ता आहिस्ता उसकी तरफ फोकस करने लगा। मैंने कहा नहीं, ये बन सकती है।
A sports scientist from the Sports Authority of India once declared Dipa unfit for gymnastics because of her flat foot. But her coach refused to give up and trained her for the next 15 years. Those years hadn't been easy. Despite the limited funds and lack of support, the Dipa Nandi team managed to plod through, winning national medals and qualifying for international events. But qualifying for international events were not good enough for the ambitious team. They decided that they would have to do something extraordinary to get noticed. Dipa won her first international medal at the 2014 Commonwealth Games by performing the Produnova.
देखिए, जिम्नास्टिक्स में गर्ल्स को 4 इवेंट खेलना पड़ता है, वॉल्टिंग हॉर्स, बैलेंसिंग बीम, फ्लोर एक्सरसाइज, अनइवन बार। तो चारों में मैं करती हूँ और चारों में मैं ओलंपिक में भी खेलूँगी। पर ये मेरा स्पेशलिस्ट है, जिस सबकी एक एक स्पेशलिस्ट होते हैं, एक में सब ज़्यादा अच्छे होते हैं। तो वॉल्टिंग मेरा थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा अच्छा है, इसीलिए मैं उसमें ज़्यादा कंसंट्रेशन कर रही हूँ कि वहाँ पे और अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस दे पाऊँ और अच्छा मार्क्स भरे। पर हाँ, साथ में जो तीनों इवेंट है उसमें भी मेरा प्रैक्टिस चल रहा है, सेट चल रहा है कि वहाँ पे भी मेरा अच्छा स्कोर आए वहाँ पे।
The Produnova vault consists of a handspring and 2 somersaults before landing on the feet. The risk of death in case of a faulty landing is so high that only 7 women in the world have attempted it so far. Zhou Siyu of the DPRK first attempted the vault in the 1980 Summer Olympics in Moscow. 19 years later, Russia's Elena Produnova perfected it, and the vault was named after her.
हाँ देखिए, कुछ पाने के लिए कुछ रिस्क लेना पड़ता है, इसीलिए मैंने ये रिस्क लिया कि हाँ, ये हाईएस्ट वॉल्ट सीखेंगे तो शायद कुछ हो सकता है। हाँ, इस वॉल्ट को मैंने सीखा और इसमें नंबर बहुत ज़्यादा आया, इसीलिए और एपरेटस से ज़्यादा मार्क्स आया और इसीलिए ओलंपिक क्वालिफाई।
Still, Dipa's parents have their fears.
पहले तो हम लोग को इतना भी नहीं याद नहीं होता था, क्योंकि जब प्रोडुनोवा बॉल करने लगा हम लोग तो टीवी में देखा। हाँ, बाद में तो सबको बोलता था देखो ऐसा नहीं, घबराने आता नहीं, लेकिन अभी तो थोड़ा थोड़ा मन में आता है। अगर कोई लैंडिंग का टाइम में अगर कोई भी टाइमिंग में इधर उधर हो जाता है, कुछ भी हो सकता है, कुछ भी।
Would you go watch her perform?
না না না, ভয় হয় তো, যে কি করে একটা ভয় থাকে, বাড়িতে থাকলেই বরং।
As the 2016 Games approaches, hopes are high that Dipa would bring home a gold medal.
देखिए, प्राउड मोमेंट तो मेरे लिए था जब उसने क्वालिफाई किया, लेकिन अभी जितना प्रेशर में हूँ, मैं सच बता रहा हूँ, क्योंकि पूरा देशवासी या मीडिया सभी मतलब आशा कर रही है कि उसका मेडल आएगी।
But Dipa doesn't seem worried.
हाँ, कोई प्रेशर नहीं है। सबसे पहले मुझे वहाँ पे रियो पे जाके अपना बेस्ट परफॉर्मेंस देना है, उसके ऊपर ही मेरा फोकस है। और पहली कोई इंडियन वुमेन जिम्नास्ट ने क्वालिफाई किया और इसीलिए मुझे बहुत खुशी होती है कि जिम्नास्टिक्स ने क्वालिफाई किया।
এখন তো আশা মেডেল, সবার ভারতবর্ষের সব মানুষ তাকিয়ে আছে একটা মেডেলের দিকে। এখন দীপা যেন সবার সেই আশা পূর্ণ করতে পারে, এটাই এখন আমারও আশা, যাতে সবার মুখ উজ্জ্বল করে আবার সেই ত্রিপুরাতে ফিরে আসতে পারে।
As the nation hopes with bated breath for Dipa's victory, a mother waits for her daughter's return. Dipa, meanwhile, is preparing to take one more leap for her country. For Assignment Asia, I'm Jyothy Karat in Agartala, India.
Before leaving for Rio, Dipa Karmakar says she aims not only to win a gold medal, but also to score higher and perform better than she ever had.
Next on Assignment Asia, get to know a girl in China who's showing great promise in ping pong.
Sports Scene, the heart and soul of sport. From emerging powers to expanding partnerships, from fighting poverty to combating climate change, booming economies, war-ravaged nations, and everything in between. We capture the changes affecting the most dynamic and diverse continent on the planet, taking you beyond the headlines to the people and their stories. Asia Today, delivering Asia to the world.
Chinese athletes are known for starting to train at a young age, as well as their discipline and willingness to get to the top. One girl here in Beijing is a fine example of that. Fei Ye witnessed the rigorous training the young girl has to go through to excel in ping pong.
For 9-year-old Zhou Siyu, ping pong is much more than a pastime. It's a passion. She practices every afternoon.
从3点到7点。
And it's been this way for a year and a half. Zhou now seems to move like a pro. Her mother says ping pong is what she was born to do.
She always wants to keep playing after the train sessions. She's even refused to go home because she's that into it.
D10 Sports School is filled with students just like Zhou. She's actually considered a late bloomer in the sport. Most kids here start training when they're 4 or 5, but Zhou didn't begin until she was 8.
刚开始她是学的是小提琴，学小提琴完了以后，她觉得特别单调。
At first she was learning to play the violin, but she said it was boring. At the time, I occasionally played ping pong with the neighbors, and she was totally intrigued. So I asked her cousin where she could play ping pong, and she knew one coach here. So then she started training.
It's a rigorous regime, but Zhou's mother says she needs it if she's going to become China's next ping pong superstar. Zhongguo Tuan was the first. He won the world singles title back in 1959, becoming China's first world champion in any sport. And ever since, many young Chinese have shared a common dream to follow in his footsteps. Over the years, ping pong tables began popping up everywhere all over China, in parks, apartment common areas, and schoolyards. It's a favorite way of many students, workers, and retirees to spend their spare time competing against each other on the tables. And contests for all sorts of levels are held across the country. Zhang Shaoguang has been coaching children to play ping pong for more than 30 years.
Parents want their children to learn how to play ping pong to help improve their agility, speed, and coordination. They also want their kids to exercise to stay healthy. For us, it's a chance to identify the kids who have the potential to become future talents for China.
Many of Zhang's students have gone on to join China's national team. He says Zhou Siyu has potential.
Zhou Siyu has a good sense of where the ball will land. Her movements are coordinated, and her speed of attack is fast.
But it will take even more practice for Zhou to make it to the next level. Zhou, though, isn't intimidated. She says she wants to play even more.
你希望打多长时间？
只要不累就行。
只要不累就行。你有累的时候吗？
没有。老是想打。
他现在掌握单项技术基本基础之上要。
She has the basic skills now, but she has to play in real matches. It's important in her training going forward.
比较重点的训练的这个任务。
Going forward means coming to a place like this, where practice becomes even more intense. China has thousands of athletic academies that provide both intensive sports training and academic education for children. But an elite sports school like this one in Shanghai chooses their students selectively through rigorous auditions. The students train almost year-round, 5 hours a day, 6 times a week. 7-time world ping pong singles champion Cao Yanhua established this school, which bears her name in 1992. Having won 56 major titles at home and abroad, she knows how to rise to the occasion. Graduates from her academy have also become international sensations like Zhu Siyu, currently ranked one of the best in the world. Every year, nearly 200 students apply to be admitted to the school, but only 50 get in.
这些孩子真的非常不容易。他们从小学1年级
The students in our schools have to work harder than others. From primary school to middle school to high school. They spend their childhood and adolescence here practicing and studying. I'm a mother. I know how difficult it can be for a child. But in our school, the students keep practicing no matter what difficulties they encounter.
但是在我们这个学校和俱乐部
14 years old Xu Wanghan was one of the few students talented enough to make the cut.
We have to train from 3 until 8:30 every day. I also have lots of homework.
But seeing if and how students can handle the pressure helps Cao identify the ones who have the best shot at becoming future stars. Many players often succumb to the pressure of competition.
毕竟能够在乒乓球上面走到最高这个领奖台的，毕竟是
Not everyone can be the world champion. I care most about the future of the students who can't win the top prizes. And to be honest, most of them can't. But I hope students in our school can take the values that we teach them through ping pong, and when they grow up, they can use what they've learned in their everyday lives.
Values such as self-discipline, dedication, and giving 100% at all they do.
I might be disappointed if I can't reach my goal, but it's fine for me because I know I had fought hard for it. When I feel down, I come here and look at the medals that I've already won, and that encourages me. But when I'm doing well, I look at these, but they're from my past.
For now, Xu Wanghan is looking ahead and training hard for a spot on China's national team. And Zhou Siyu's passion continues to grow, a bold ambition to become the pride of her country. But in order to be that, she'll have to earn it, one ping pong point at a time. For Assignment Asia, I'm Fei Ye.
Almost 3 years after Simon Deja met Zhou Siyu, she continues to train to become a professional ping pong player while focusing on her studies.
When we return, a group of potential swimming champions who have spent their lives at sea.
Hello, I'm Anand Naidu in Washington, D.C., and this is The Heat.
The Heat.
Well, joining us now from Baghdad,
the international talk show from CCTV America. In-depth debate.
We were left with no choice but to activate the military.
Israel wants to divide and conquer.
Strong opinion.
I want to answer that ridiculous question.
Critical stories.
It's been described as a war zone. The Ebola virus is spreading at an alarming rate.
Major issues.
But now they've got a chance to feel part of Scotland, an independent Scotland.
Presidents.
China's rise in the future is inevitable.
Advocates.
I think it's a very, very regressive state for women.
Newsmakers.
The ride itself is immensely physical.
And a challenging host.
Okay, so let me remind you again that they call Native Americans, not Red Indians.
The Heat, the political talk show that covers the world. CCTV America, taking you further.
The Badjao people are sea dwellers in Southeast Asia who live in poverty and face discrimination. But at a city in the Philippines, the local government is turning their natural ability in the water as a ticket to success. Our Cheryl Boholano shows us how Cebu City is training Badjao children to become professional swimmers.
Never man ko lagi pa-apel ko ni ma'am na ko kay mga badyo ko no kay bawra mo lang.
Para kung naibagyo sa amo o na tsunami makatun ko mag-swimming, akong dalhin akong mga mama.
Ni-apel ko sa swimming kay ganan ko mahimog swimmer, ganan pud ko mutabang sa akong pamilya.
Para sikat ba? Kanang gusto ko makakatunog, kanang magpalas og paninda, og dagan kwarta para makatulong sa mama ug papa. Mulangoy ko, malipay ko. Malipay ko kung maglangoy ko. Kay kuan, indot ang tubig.
They are nomads who used to live on boats. They originated from the southern part of the Philippines, and in 1970s, some of them came here and settled in houses on stilts in Cebu City.
Ready, go!
My intention was kulang by the Sports Commission to do voluntary swimming teaching. The purpose actually, ang ilang programa is from Badjao to professional.
The Badjao people, ma'am, usually stay in the water. So the Cebu City Sports Commission choose the Badjao to be the participants in the grassroots swimming because mas anad sila sa dagat, mas taas ang ilang resistensya if ever naa sila sa water. They stayed put in kanang ingani ganing nga area, ma'am, nga duol sila sa dagat.
Para na ako kay mas may pamimulang swimmer diri kay bata pa man miato niya gitudloan na miglangoy pa
para manglimos dito sa mga barko. Boss ko nung mula ngayon mga badyo. Nung balik kay naman sa dagat kay Baume, kay gitulong sa mong papa, kay mulangoy kung aming mama. Akong papa para matabangan na ako, mulangoy. Mag-swimmer ba? Mukhog perlas.
Manguanog perlas, maninda. Pag managat. Lisod kayo ng manalom og perlas. Lisod pagpasam sa perlas kay basi mabuto sa dang yang dugan ng di nakadungog.
I've got 15 swimmers right now training for competition. So the others graduated. And then these swimmers, some swimmers have competed already in the national competition and in local.
Ang nakalay kay sa mambaling kay dagan kay plastic, mga basura. Dagan kay namatay mga hayop, ilaga. Masindot pa man diri kay kanang limpyo diri. Dito kay hugaw pero ganahan masud kumulangoy dito te.
Daw mang dagat, tusog kay bawd, kalisod ko ato.
It is very common to see the Badjao people begging on the streets and beside big passenger ships. The government has been trying to catch them.
Kanang gidako may nagdagan may lumba nya itago may na nasakpan nya gipadami sa barangay. Nya gipagawas nami. Akong dugan kusog kayon naganana kay nadakpan ko. Kuyawan kay ko. Ikapas ko naman kumang limos. Kay uban dili mang hatag. Pero okay lang sa amo.
The first time I meet them, I've got a lot of problems. They are so hard-headed. They will not listen to you. And at the same time, they cannot understand Bisaya.
Usay kanang makakapuyan ko mo lang og kwan. Kung tugnaw, bati kay sa lawas kang magkurug-kurug, diba?
Anak. Lisod.
Before, when you show them mag-inog, magdagan, away, sukmag, lalis, bisag magklasika, lumsa ng usa, they will not listen. But right now, because I'm so strict when I teach, doon na changes.
Para sikat ko, trabaho ko, eskwela ko, tarong ko na eskwela, di pa ako makasawa.
Ganahan mo ko mo mahimog swimmer ka mo champion ko, diba?
Mananagat.
Siapa dun?
Manamog perlas kung mag-swimming sa orato.
The swimming training for Badjao children is part of Cebu City's grassroots sports program for poor children that aims to help lift them out of poverty. You can learn more about this and all the other stories on today's program on our website, www.assignment-asia.com. That's all the time we have for this week. I'm Wang Mengmang. Thanks for watching and join us again on Assignment Asia.
Share your thoughts and contribute story ideas for future shows by contacting us on social media.